Hello everybody, Fixxxer here, and welcome to 2017! And I say that like I'm standing here waiting for you guys to arrive, and maybe in some ways I am. So January's here, and December's done, and holy cow, that was a great month for me. Just by any metric, really, any metric YouTube can provide me, my views and minutes watched were as many as the 25 to 40% larger than my previous best, which was like July earlier this year. June and July were pretty great. So my channel's basically doubled in size since then, so in the past 6 months, which I'm pretty happy with. And there's a lot of you that have been supporting me all along the way, and I wanted to take a moment to thank you guys. It's been pretty awesome seeing you on a few series here and there, pop in and say hi and give me some feedback or whatever. It's been pretty cool. And there's been a lot of new faces this past month because of Astroneers. Mouldy, oh my god, I almost said Mouldy and Fixxxer. Mouldy and Delgar and I have been doing that series, and it's been doing very well. We've been seeing lots of new people discover us because we did a pretty good job getting a video out there quickly, and we, did the background stuff properly, all the YouTube SEO and all that stuff, and sometimes that stuff just isn't enough for people our size. When we're this small, you don't really have a whole lot of fight for people to discover you. So when it finally works, then it's pretty neat. So lots of new faces. Welcome to the channel. Really glad you guys are around. Don't be afraid to yell at me in the comments telling me how much I'm doing wrong in Astroneers. But anyways, let's talk about series on the channel. Alright, first things first, current series. Astroneer, well technically, this should go in the concluded series since the last Astroneer video went up on New Year's Eve, and we ran into some buggy problems and we had to end that series. However, Monday morning a new series will be starting, so we're just starting from scratch again. We're going to do things a little bit more efficiently. We know what causes bugs, we know what things lag us out, and we're going to try to avoid them as much as we can. So Astroneer is going to keep going probably every day, every morning, 8 a.m. Central, until it maybe slows down a little bit and people stop watching it. I don't know. But for now, probably every day. RimWorld Alpha 16 came out this past month, and I'm getting those up as much as I can. I don't have a set schedule, but I believe I mostly put those up. Is it at 4 o'clock these days? I've changed my RimWorld schedule so many times. Yeah, I've been doing it at 4 p.m. Central Time. I'm probably going to try to get a nice set schedule, maybe like an every other day schedule for that one. So that one's going. City Skylines, that one's been doing pretty well for me. Again, I don't have a specific schedule. However, I've been getting them out there at noon Central when I can. That one I'll probably try to get into an every other day type of thing. Maybe I'll just swap it every other day with RimWorld. I might do something like that. Prison Architect. There was a recent update to the game that made things a little bit more difficult, slowing down my progress a little bit. But that one's going to keep going until I hit 500 prisoners. Then I'm going to end it. Take a little break from Prison Architect for a while because there's only so much Prison Architect that you can take. And I've been doing this for... How long have I been doing Prison Architect? For over a year now? Almost nonstop, I think? Something like that. And I'm getting close to getting burned out on it. So when this series ends, take a little break, and then I'll move on to a new Prison Architect series. GeoGuessr, lots of things came up in December that kind of prevented some GeoGuessr recording. In fact, I did do one recording session, but something... I screwed up my file, and I couldn't publish it, and things just kept on happening, and I didn't get any out there, but it's still going. I don't know if or when I'm going to take it down, or end the series, I should say, but for now, it's still going. That pretty much concludes all the current series that I had on my channel. I did put out a little video, like a Are You Feeling Adventurous type of video. I don't know what I was thinking that day. I just wanted to put something up that was kind of different, and it was just kind of intended to be a short description of a series I've done, and you just take a gamble on, hey, that kind of sounds interesting, without knowing the name of the game. Because sometimes people have some ideas about a game that may or may not be accurate, and sometimes you'll see it summed up in a little phrase, like, actually, it sounds interesting when you put it that way. So I put that up, and the link will be at the end there if you want to check it out, a second time, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, there's that. Alright, let's move on to series that concluded. The Uncertain ended somewhere mid-month. I don't remember what it was. I liked that game. It was an interesting little game. You play this robot in this omnicidal world, and you kind of get caught up in some kind of rebellion of robots against other robots. Interesting game. It's episodic. Episode 1 is the only one that's out, and it took me 5 episodes to knock it out, and the episodes are about 30 minutes long or so. The next episode isn't due out, though, until the third quarter of 2017. So I'll do it when it comes out, but we're looking like it's going to be a while. In fact, I'll probably forget most of the game by the time it comes out. So there's that. The Uncertain is done. What else did we get done? Oh, a series that I started and edited over the December was Lost Constellation. It was just a short 3-episode series, and the episodes themselves are only like 20-25 minutes. This is a supplemental game to a game that's coming out in January. You can get it on itch.io for pay what you want. Again, it's called Lost Constellation. The series, or the whole series, the series as a whole is called Longest Night, and the primary game comes out in January. It's called Night in the Woods, and I've been looking forward to that game. It looks interesting, and I found out that there was a supplemental game. Like, oh hey, I gotta play that, and I really, really liked it. The humor is fantastic. The writing's fantastic. It's very snarky. The dialogue is interesting. The dialogue is a character in of itself, much like it is in Oxenfree or Kentucky Route Zero, and I really like that about the game. So check that game out, and I'm looking forward to doing Night in the Woods come January 10th, I think, or 11th. I think it gets released, something like that. We started a series on the Escapists in the new prison called Jingle Cells. I think I started that about 3 weeks ago, and of course it concluded a few days back. That was fun. It's always nice to jump into the Escapists, and of course I am looking forward to the Escapists 2 when that comes out this year. I fully intend to try to round up whoever I can to play that game with me. Really looking forward to it. My Kingdom New Land series ended a couple weeks back. Actually beat the game. I didn't lose. I came very close multiple times near the end of that game. But yep, I made it. Game's over. Really liked it. Always liked that game. I'll do it again. Probably, I don't know, 6 months time. Maybe in summertime I'll pick up Kingdom. Or, of course, if they put out a DLC for it. He did say he was doing a Christmas one, but it didn't happen, so I don't know what happened there. Or if it did happen, it went under the radar and I just didn't see it. I don't know. But anyways, if they do another DLC for Kingdom, I'll pick it up again. I did another little game called The Little Acre. It was a short series. I think I completed it in like 3 episodes. It was a little point-and-click adventure. It takes place in 1950s Ireland. It's about a man who lives with his older father who's a crazy inventor, and he has a little daughter, and the dad goes missing, and the guy goes on search for the dad, and he kind of goes missing too, so the daughter goes on search for them both. Basically a game about bad parenting and abandoning your children, whatever. It's very Miyazaki-esque, right? It's got the young female protagonist, and the art style, the animation. I don't want to put it on par with Miyazaki because nothing really is, but it kind of, you could tell that there's an inspiration there. So that one was only a few episodes long, and you can check that out. You'll find a link at the end. All that jazz. I think that's about it on series that actually concluded in the month of December. I guess we can move on to what I'm looking forward to in January. As of right now, the game I'm looking most forward to in January is Night in the Woods. And I'm a little nervous that it's going to get pushed back a little bit because the release date used to say something like January 10th, 2017. And they took the January 10th part out of it. But they did put a price up as well. It's $20. Anyway, that's the game I'm most looking forward to in January. It's a story-focused adventure game. Lots of snark. It's very folktale-esque if you like story-rich folk tales. you'll probably like this game. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think that's my number one game coming out in January. Another game coming out in January, well, again, this is another game that changed its release date. It used to say January, but now it just says 2017. I'm a little worried that it's getting pushed back. It's called To Azimuth, and it's a surreal adventure game set in 1970s Alabama about two people searching for their missing brother. I loved the art style. It's very minimalistic, very stylistic, in the same way that you would see something like in Kentucky Route Zero or Virginia. If you like that style, that low poly minimalistic look, then you might like To Azimuth. But I don't know if that's getting released in January. Like I said, it used to say January, but it just says 2017 now. It's very possible it's going to get pushed back. Last month I did say that I was going to try to get some Gremlins Inc. done, and struggling trying to get people together. The Strangelands thing is, it's very difficult. I got a group of people that do like to do videos. The problem is everybody has very different schedules. These people are generally scattered throughout the world. We have people in the US, we have people in the UK and Germany, we even have someone in Japan. And it's just really difficult to schedule with all these people. And they're not, they do this as a bit of a hobby. And they generally don't put out as many videos as I do. Some of them do, some don't. But it's really difficult scheduling with these guys sometimes. And as soon as I can round them up to do Gremlins Inc., we'll put some out there. And of course, Astroneers is in the future. Lots and lots of Astroneers. Mouldy and Delgar and I will be playing that for quite a while, I believe. I don't know how long it'll take for us to get sick of it. There's not a lot of content in there. That's the main problem with the game. Not a lot of content. However, the first major content update happens in January, maybe February. So we have that going for us, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I don't know. We're going to play it as much as we can because it seems to be doing really well for us. A lot of our viewers really liked it, and we're having fun in it too. So as long as all those things keep happening, we're still having fun, everybody still enjoys it, whatever, we'll keep on putting out Astroneers. And I think that about does it for games coming up in January. I have this thing that I do. I'm really into searching for games, right? I spend an awful lot of time looking for those hidden gems, those diamonds in the rough. I mean, that's about the only way people my size on YouTube can grow, covering a game that is probably a little lesser known that nobody else has really covered. And so I'm always on the lookout, and plus I love finding gems. It's just one of those things I like to do. I have so many different systems in place to help me look for these things. I use programs that scrape other sites looking for information, for new releases. I check Steam every day. I do all these things, and I'm looking for gems. And January just doesn't seem to have a whole lot that's on my radar. I mean, going into any given month, I could have as many as 10, 15, 20 games that I got my eye out for. And in January, it just doesn't. They're getting pushed back. I think even like Jenny LeClue was another good one. I think that one got pushed back. Conan Exiles, I think that one is still coming out in January in a beta. And I don't know if it's an open beta or not. So you still have Conan Exiles, and I might try that one out. I do have a relationship with the PR firm that they are using, so I'm going to put in a request for a key for Conan Exiles. But I have a feeling that's going to be a pretty big game, and usually I don't get access to big games. Those go to much larger YouTubers. But other than that, there's not a whole lot coming out in January. So I guess we'll just play that by ear then. Alright, well, I think that about does it. One more time, I wanted to thank you guys, thank my long-term fans who've been here. Some of you have been here a year, some 2 years even. Thank you guys for checking out my various series and commenting and hanging out and whatnot. And don't forget, I got a Discord link in the description below. Go ahead and click on it and stop by. That's for Strangelands. That's not like me going to be sitting in my Discord all by my lonesome or anything. That's going to take you to the Strangelands one where there's other guys there you'll see all the other Strangelanders. So yeah, don't be afraid to stop by and say hi. And to all my new viewers that came along with Astroneer and maybe a few other series perhaps, welcome to the channel. I hope I don't disappoint, and don't be afraid to say what you like and what you don't like and all that jazz. And I'm really looking forward to January and hoping we get a better year, and maybe I can double in size in 3 months instead of 6 months this time. Who knows? We can hope. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.